What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Urban Hermit Podcast. Cameron Jones here, along with my co-host,
Mark Nussle.
Jordan Jones. I'll kick it off. I guess we're all wanting to talk about the Iowa Hawkeyes have a chance to make the Big Ten championship game still. Who the fuck would have thought that?
Inside Baseball, we are all from Iowa. It is our only team we can support, and they've been, per usual, painful to watch.
But, per usual, they racked up wins.
Yeah, somehow they just pull it through. They just run the ball boringly all game and just get it in sometimes.
I hate the fucking Hawkeyes this year. I hate them.
I heard that we're going to wear, this is an analogy I'll make. We have a cool throwback jersey coming out. We're literally going to wear leather helmets.
Shut the fuck. Are you serious?
No. Son of a bitch. Wouldn't that be cool, though? Wouldn't
that
be like,
would be sick. That would be cool.
That'd be dope.
We don't forward pass when we wear leather helmets.
We'd lose
that
so
would be
many
such
players.
An Iowa thing to do.
Well,
what's going to happen is we're going to squeak all these wins out, and then we're going to get absolutely demolished by Ohio State.
Oh, it could be 80-10. But you know what? You know what they would say at the end of that game?
80-9 because we wouldn't score a touchdown. It'd be all
that's
field
true.
goals.
But they'd also be like, well, listen. Yeah, they put up 80, but that Iowa defense showed up. It could have been way worse than that.
Yeah,
they do always.
It could have been way worse.
They're frisky. Those. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, that's it. I won't. I'm sorry. I derailed.
Quick question, Cameron.
Go ahead.
Are you still on football?
Sure. Yeah. Go.
No. Just who's the live action character in Osmosis Jones? Is it Bill Murray?
Yeah, it's Bill Murray.
It is, yeah.
Some girl.
Jordan, are you in the belly of Bill Murray in Osmosis Jones? Your background.
Oh yeah, I got a background.
I know this is an audio podcast, but this is absurd. What I'm looking at.
I actually think it's what's that? It's dinoplasty. What you used to play, Cameron? Rhinoplasty. Dino Crisis?
Looks nothing like that. So for those, obviously, people at home can't see, Jordan's background on Skype right now is like, it's Osmosis Jones. It's weird pills and swirly colors, kind of. It looks like he's inside of a body.
Yeah. What's the dragon game you used to play?
Spyro the Dragon?
Yeah, I'm getting Spyro vibes.
It's colorful.
It's like Miss Frizzle's, like she's entered somebody's nasal cavity with
who's
the
been
bus
snorting
and all
a bunch
children.
of fucking pixie dust or something. It's very pink up there.
Yeah, like
are there conspiracies? Are there conspiracies that Miss Frizzle drugs her kids?
Well, I think we've all kind of
definitely
thought something like that. Yeah, I don't know if there has there ever been a sketch that's done that. I guess is also the question.
The answer probably is yeah, but if not, well, put us down. Reference us if you make it.
Miss Frizzle isn't her hair; it's her brain. It's fried.
And her hair.
Speaking of sports, also though, every bet I've put out for a team I actually support, I've been jinxing us left and right. Yesterday, I sat down at Mark's house.
I don't want.
I was like, "You got money on the Bears game?" And he's like, "Yep."
No, you didn't even say that. It was like I put money on the Bears like early in the morning. I'm like, I actually feel good about this. This is a sneaky win. It's a rat line. Cameron. So I put $40 down on money line for the Bears. Cameron shows up. He's like,
"Oh, it's a sure win."
Hey, what's up, man? I'm gonna put money on the Bears. I hope I don't jinx them. Immediately, just fumble.
Oh
recovery.
no, it wasn't that. They ran a kickoff.
They ran a kickoff back. Yeah,
right after I put my bet in, and then I passed out for about an hour on your couch and woke up to a loss.
Well, he's like laughing in my face, like, look at this. $5, that's gone. I'm like, oh.
I love DraftKings. I love all those betting websites because they're screwing you because they start off by like, hey, $1,000 on us. Don't even worry about it. We'll give you $1,000.
Yeah,
don't even worry. Just take it. Do what you want with us. Get it to us when you can. $1,000 on us. We'll match it up to $6 million. Whatever you want.
That's how they got me. But hey, I made money off it in the beginning, and since then, the problem is I used to put in the time in my gambling and actually like study teams and shit. And like that's how I made the money. Now I just don't.
Well, you would
give
do
a
like
shit.
player props where you'd be like, oh, like Alvin Kamara would. He had 2 rushing touchdowns last week.
I would know people.
Maybe he's good for 0.5. Yeah, 0.5 plus.
I knew people
this week.
like their averages and like their touchdowns per week and shit. I knew everyone's yardage and stuff. I was into it, but now I'm just throwing out random.
You put a little more time in.
Yeah,
it's funny to me because Cameron didn't grow up really watching sports regularly if it wasn't the Hawkeyes.
Sure.
But then as I got older, I kind of stopped watching sports as much as I used to. But then Cameron got into gambling, and all of a sudden you knew all these players. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that person is at all.
He gets like 500 yards a fucking game at least, Jordan. That's what I'm betting on.
What's interesting is the people who like don't like professional sports, but like a college team, right?
I mean, we were kind of that
Or
growing
like,
up, but that was mostly
like say someone likes like, oh, I love Texas Tech, but they don't like follow like their
local.
Houston Texans team or something like.
Well, I do think a lot of places, though, like us growing up in Iowa, you don't have a pro team in
Maybe
your
it's their
state.
alma mater or something.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I'm a Hawkeye fan. I know I'm a true Hawkeye fan because they're the only people I watch when they're bad and boring.
True.
But I'll still watch them. Everybody else.
I mean, I put
don't
my
give a
time
shit
in
about.
on some Bears game when I knew the outcome before I sat down.
What's tough as an Iowa and a Bears fan is like, I miss Ricky
same.
Stanzi and I miss Jay Cutler. That's too bad for me.
Yeah.
That's too bad because they're
You just miss
not
game
good,
managers. Just game managers. That'd be.
I miss
flashy.
our offensive coordinator from like 2010.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Too bad.
How's Chicago? Are the Bears fans? What's our Justin Fields thought? He's gonna get killed out there. Enjoy him while you got him.
Again, we're hopeful for next year.
Yeah, Jordan, it's the
We've
same
got
as
some.
Next
We've got
year might
some
be the
draft
year.
picks.
In recent local news, we played a show last night. High Wire went pretty
yeah, I had
well. We keep playing at Bottom.
Where'd you
Lounge.
guys play at?
Bottom Lounge.
Bottom
We've been
Lounge?
there quite a bit. Successful for me because I threw out my back moving, and I was pretty worried about.
Did you really? At what point in the set?
Well, no, I threw out my back moving, like literally moving into my new
Oh,
house.
moving as
the day
houses.
before.
Yeah,
this is
so
the
like
show.
loading
Got
in
it.
gear sucked yesterday. But I was mostly worried about plugging in my guitar cable and then slowly having to prop myself back up.
Yeah, I was looking at your headbang. It was a little stiff.
Yeah,
It was a little stiff.
Yeah, because I didn't want to like just go down.
Shoulder bangs.
Yeah, it was more of like full body bang.
So as you
Body
age as a
bang.
musician, is the natural progression just to keep raising your guitar and basses up higher so it's like not weighing down as much on
I've
you?
always been a high player, and I did move it up for this one. But I even went as far to tell the
yeah,
kids, it
Cameron
was like,
looks
hey,
very Getty Lee-ish
I did
last
his
night.
little mustache. Yeah, I got some.
You mean like weird, creepy, but everybody's intrigued?
I mean, I'm a Jew, and I have like a mustache and a soul patch, and that's kind of his thing. So yeah, I'm creeping on his territory.
But you're also creeping into like the Limp Bizkit lane where you use
Where I'm really cool,
sweater.
I get
backwards
it.
hat.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I tried playing with a winter hat, but I got so sweaty. Like 2 songs in, I was like, this is a mistake, but I've slicked my hair back for the past 5 hours, and I don't know what's underneath. So I just had to try to go with it.
I think you can all agree, Mark, you have longer hair. Cameron's had longer hair. I had it once. There's the thought in your head when you take off the winter hat, you're like, does my hair look great slicked back? And the answer always comes to like, not as much as
Oh,
you
nope,
want
it's
it
shaped
to.
out like a little penis head, and I have like a dome on top, and the rest of my hair is poofing out. That's what happens mostly.
But you see it from some angles, and you're like, this could be it. Am I Bradley Cooper from The Star is Born? Man, I'm not.
Turns out,
I'm
no.
not. That's not what happened. Turns out I'm serious.
Once you're past the stage where it like
Severus
falls
Snape.
behind your ears, like,
Then you're pretty safe.
I mean, I'm good.
yeah, he's safe.
I'm-
I did headbang to the point where my hat flew off at the end of our show, though.
I saw that.
And my
Almost hit
glasses.
me.
I actually banged it all off. I banged everything off my head.
Oh, so Cameron uses these little like hooks on the back of his glasses
I'm
to
a
keep
nerd.
them on. It's kind of like a rec specs for like a musician.
We used to have the
Keeps-
string. Now we have just little hookies, little hooks behind
Yeah,
my
he's
ears.
got little hookies. Apparently, he only had one, so it was on the left side of his ear. And then
Yeah, because
So
I
just
got
kept
like a
coming off.
bad.
he was asking the whole time before the set. I was like, "Is this enough?" We're like, "Dude, we don't care, dude."
No one gives a shit. Shut up. No, like here's why though, because I bought a bag of like 50 of those from Amazon. Like
Did you really?
Yeah, a year ago for like $5. So I was just leave. I would lose them willy nilly and didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
But now I'm out. and I don't want to buy more.
My glasses fall off so often. Like, they're just so loose on me because they're kind of older.
Those little hooks.
I
man.
am.
I'm telling you, they're rubber.
Well, I borrowed them from you. I just.
Well, no one wants to like do like the push up on the bridge of the nose, like nerdy thing during the set. You don't want to do that, do you?
And the moment I start sweating, I cannot keep my glasses on my face. It sucks.
You are a
My
sweater.
glasses-
You're not a sweater. Normally, I don't think.
Kind
You're
of.
a sweater when we play a show. Though.
When I'm doing physical activity and when we practice, I'm not moving. When we play, I'll move around a lot. And there's lights on you, and that's a lot hotter. You know, it's just there's more going on.
Okay.
Anxiety,
lights on you.
a lot of that going in. You just get sweaty. You get sweaty up there.
Yeah, you do.
But that saved me last night because by the time my winter hat came off after the full set, my hair was completely slick from sweat. So it just stayed nice and cool.
Matted down and slicked back.
There's some photos of it where my bangs are a little odd as I'm headbang. It's a mid-bang picture, so, you know, not to be judged by the whole haircut.
I just got a haircut for the first time in 3 months.
Oh.
Or 2.5 months. Yeah.
Did you get the beard, too?
Really?
Because it's looking
So
pretty...
what- Really? Is like
I
is
got
the
a
top
beard
of your
trim.
hair really long? Can you like
Oh no, you're looking great. Yeah, it's looking nice. Very sharp.
Pretty good.
I like normal.
Where'd you go?
But
alley cuts.
No, I went
clips?
I went to Stacy's at Barber, etc. I've gone to 3 places here, and I enjoyed her
I used to have a
service.
Stacy cut my
I'm
hair.
a little curious about the
Tracy, sorry, it's
et
Tracy
cetera.
actually.
What
what else did they
you
do?
do?
I didn't beg to
You
offer.
didn't
I don't
ask
know.
about the etc. Did you?
Well, he did, and
Pull tabs, I think.
Brazilian. He got the full thing. I'll take the works
You didn't get waxed, did you?
I have thought about like
and car insurance.
It's not a it's kind of like Bed Bath and Beyond. The Beyond is just a candy up front.
Whatever we can, whatever sells in
Yeah,
here.
the Beyond.
and whatever else sells.
Whatever the Beyond
is a
is.
Brazilian wax. Are you
Yeah. You haven't got a Brazilian wax at Bed Bath?
No, I've never gotten a wax beyond my eyebrow.
Would you guys do a bee wax?
A Brazilian?
Yeah,
no.
a Brazilian.
But I wouldn't mind somebody taking like a shot at my ass and back. That'd be
Yeah, I
fine.
think that's what we would all really need. I don't want to put anybody through that.
It's kind of like anything. I can take care of the front, but I ain't got the arms for the back.
Well,
Like,
I've
yeah,
said this
have
before
at
to
it.
Nicole
Well, you
too,
don't
where
have the
she's
mirror you don't have the eyesight.
Well, I've said
No.
this to Nicole before, where I'm like, I don't want to put somebody through that. And she's like, it's their job. They're getting paid to do it. Like, they're expecting you to come in there and spread your cheeks.
Yeah, but I also don't want to put myself through
That's
that.
true.
Like I don't want to be vulnerable. Have you ever gotten
Think
a
about that,
pedicure?
Chad. What do they do? Do they do like 5? Like how many bee waxes do they do a day?
I bet a lot.
I mean, as much as their books
A
can
lot,
take, I
like
would
more
assume,
than
yeah.
more than 5. Like what's a 9 to 5 bee wax?
I think
job
a lot
look
of people,
like?
if they're waxing everything, as far as I know.
I understand that. I'm just yeah. You're seeing a lot of butthole.
What? Yeah.
You're seeing.
That's the job, Mark. I signed up for butthole waxing. That's what I do, 9 to 5.
That's fair. Sure.
I assume you just become immune to it, and it's just part of the job. Just we wax asses.
Nah, I'm
another
real
hole.
into it. It gets better by the day.
Yeah, I
They say
mean,
do what you love. I love buttholes.
I love waxing buttholes.
Love what you do and do what you love.
So there's a saying: if you find what you love, you never work a day in your
Mm-hmm.
life. But I counter: if you're working, you're fucking working. It doesn't matter how much you love something. If it's a job, you can't love it that much. That's how I feel.
Depends. If I'm, what about a sleep study? Wouldn't that be great? Have you ever thought about
touched
doing
on by
any sort of
doctors?
like, when I was poor and younger in my teens writing the CTA in Chicago, there were so many different study advertisements. Like, are you
yeah.
between these ages and maybe this? I was so hopeful that they would just
Like focus groups type.
yeah,
type
I
stuff?
would be on the lookout
Yeah.
for those, and occasionally
I did
fall in them.
one focus group day. I did a friend of mine in college was working for a company that set those up, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to do like?" I watched like beer beer commercials, and I gave my opinion on them.
Did you get anything for it?
And I got $100.
See, wasn't that pretty easy?
At
and
a
fun?
time where I really
for how
enjoyed
much
the
time, though?
$100.
100, but like
I
that's
mean,
a lot
listen.
of time. That's good. I need that to be like a 30 minute.
Are we talking
$100.
ass and seat? Probably an hour and a half, right?
Honestly, though, that's not too bad. Like
$50 an hour. That's like doctor pay. I don't know.
as
Yeah.
far as odd
but it was
jobs,
also just to be like, what'd you think of this beer commercial? And I was just quiet, but I was in a room full of people that it's
Were
the same
very
people that would.
opinionated.
It would be the same people that really want to talk to the local news about waiting in line at the airport. It's the same dipshits that talk everywhere.
okay, gotcha.
yeah, we've been here for hours. I'm trying to get home to my Aunt Carol.
But I mean, as far as like odd jobs for money goes, like I remember when we were giving plasma for like rent money before we moved here. That was like $20 a pop for like an hour of your time to
That's
sit
exactly
there. Like,
right.
It did not pay
College
well.
kids still do that. They're giving out plasma left and
From
right.
what I understand, a lot of places
Which is good. People need plasma.
paid better than the one we went to, though.
What
think.
is plasma? Can we talk about that?
part of your blood? It's just what's in there. It's yellow.
I could be wrong, but
Why is it called plasma? That sounds.
do they
cool.
they
Ask
they
Jordan.
take
His
out the
background
plasma,
is
but then
full
they,
of it.
yeah, that's what plasma
she's
is.
using Bill Murray's like.
You talk to one witch,
Brain.
you give it 3 wishes, and then bam, you're in a fucking tropical rainforest. Sorry, a
You look
Gumby
like you're like
Gumby
in a
line.
Mike and Ike's commercial.
Yeah, but like a tropical one. It's like a pink or purple, not a blue.
It's the other flavors.
Yeah,
for
there's
sure.
like pineapple
Do you
in there.
think I have what it takes to get cast in an actual Mike and Ike's commercial? Am I high energy
Yeah.
enough?
Well,
I would
you don't
say no.
necessarily need energy.
You're
Commercials are crazy now, Jordan. Like you don't have to be anything necessarily.
If they get clever, you're cast as like Ike or Mike.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'm
like,
Mike.
Yeah,
We're doing
hi,
it right
I'm
now.
Mike. I'm Mike.
Mike. Yeah. Some
They do
people
like kind of
think
like a
we're
dry humor thing. That would be actually good.
I
for
could
them
do
to
that.
yeah, easy
wouldn't be
peasy.
bad.
Right in.
Do you know what commercials are just the most goddamn ridiculous? I will see a
Mountain Dew
commercial.
commercials are the most ridiculous.
They're fucking rad.
Well, they're rad. They're sick. They're gnarly. But they're pouring the cans of pop.
Oh, like drinking up here?
Yeah, you can. Never
Oh,
do
you're
that.
getting so sticky and ruining your shirt. Your neck is just gross the rest of the day if you do that.
Guys, they're on brand. They're advertising to the people that buys it. Beer commercials, everything's on brand. And for the most part, I think I know what the commercial is going to be at the end of the ad. I don't know what the fuck is going on in fragrance commercials ever. And I don't know who they're advertising to.
It's beach, a lot of beach.
Yeah, you get a few things. You get either some sort
Stuff.
of Red Bull where it's like random shit, and I don't know why that gets stoners and like just random teens to buy
Red
it.
Bull, they do like a lot of extreme stuff, right? Like a big surf wave. But I get what Jordan's saying is like,
They have weird poems
Actually,
like, have you ever felt the dust on your
Yeah,
toes? Coco Chanel.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
know,
what are
it's
fucking
like
talking
it's
about?
Johnny Depp out in the desert
It's a
playing
thing
guitar
Can
with
I
wolves.
get this at CVS or not? Oh, I can? Then let's tone it down.
At your local mall outlet. You know, though, no, nothing.
no, that's a good point. I'm almost speechless because I haven't really thought about that.
You know, though, Red.
Well, I've thought about it a lot because I can tell a fragrance commercial right away. I'm like, what
Actually,
is
take it
this?
back. Red Bull has an intense like promo shit, but their commercials are that boring, just hand drawn. Red Bull gives you wings. They really haven't changed that much.
No,
I
they're
like
pretty much
that
been the
though,
same.
right?
I like it.
I like something that
Mark, they have people that jump out of planes without parachutes. Show me that. You know?
gives you wings. You can
Yeah,
fly,
like they
you
have.
can fly away.
They have things to show me that I'd be like, wow.
Coco Chanel does like toes in the sand, wind in your hair.
Also,
Fat
I will
Binox.
say this:
Coco Chanel.
if you're a celebrity and you get a fragrance commercial, man, that is like a lifelong contract. I
Who's
just
got a
saw
good
Julia.
one?
I just saw
McConaughey?
Julia Roberts doing one. I'm like,
Oh, did
where's-
she?
What? What? When's
I'm
this?
Julia
No, no
Roberts.
offense,
I was
Julia
big in the
Roberts.
'90s, and I signed on to this.
No,
I'd
you
love
think
to
it'd be
smell
like
her.
I
I'd
bet she
just
smells
love to
great.
smell like her.
bet she
Clean
smells
linens,
like
good
not
laundry. That's what I'm guessing she smells like.
1,000. I don't even know what thread count is good. What's a big thread?
You know what? Like 150.
Oh, I'll tell you a funny story. Is 150 a
that to be
lot?
true.
I don't know. So, as part of like having Avery, we got gifted a lot of diapers, and then also when we bought stuff, they give you like samples of diapers. For the most part, they're all similar. But then there was this one brand that I touched it. There was a 2-pack. Just a sample came with something. I go, holy shit, Megs, you got to touch this. I don't even think we should put this on Avery. It's too soft. Like, I don't know how much these diapers
You gotta
cost.
save
but
these.
they didn't hold up
Save
at
these
all,
for me.
but he must have had the softest day of his life. They were
Can I ask you this
magical.
before we go back to fragrance? Because I do want to touch back on fragrance.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
How Avery going through a diaper a day, 2 diapers a day, 3. What's the number?
Oh,
what are we looking at here?
I don't know, like 6?
6 a day. Shut up.
No, probably like 4. It's every time he like
Yeah.
eats.
Yeah.
He goes in a cycle of naps, eats,
Poops.
change. They're not all like number 2s. They're mainly it's just like we can't keep him in a wet diaper all day.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
So, like,
Didn't mean to
4?
bring that grossness up. I'm just.
I think that's normal, but I'm not reading the
What would
internet,
it
but
take
Megan
to get
is.
you to go to cloth reusable diapers?
Like a sponsorship from Cloth Diapers, and they gave him
Yeah,
some-
and
I
they'll
don't
give
know.
you the 10 for the week, and they're like, okay, use them and wash them.
Nothing. No, I wouldn't do that. If you told me, Jordan, you can save the earth by using these cloth
Diapers
I'd be
actually
like,
are
"Oh,
one
fuck
of the worst
earth."
things as far as biodegradable things go, I found out.
Oh, whatever.
I found out those last forever.
Not those ones, though.
The ones you just
Those go
got.
straight back to heaven.
Jordan, you know you're hurting the sea turtles, right? Yeah, that's too bad.
Well, I think he's hurting something bigger. I think they're just worried about straws with sea
I
stars.
think it's called
He's gagging
the
a sea
ocean.
lion.
I think we're killing
he's
the
adding,
ocean and the
he's
earth.
adding to the big like garbage pile like off the coast of Hawaii in the Pacific. It's too
Although
bad.
I have seen on Travel Channel a couple people build trash islands and live on them, so there's hope.
Yeah, but let's look at this. Everything, just do a panoramic view of your whole room. All this is in the ocean someday, or space.
If we're
No,
lucky.
that's a good point. I've thought about that.
This
Like
is everything we have is.
or it's like shit
Hey.
you throw out. Like, yeah. No, of course I've thought about that.
okay.
So living in Chicago as long as we did, we all recycle. We have recycling. But do you believe one iota that goes to any recycling?
I mean, I
site?
think
Well, even if you accidentally throw like a pickle away in the recycling, what happens then?
They're like, sorry guys, it's
I
trash.
mean, I think we've
It's
all
fucking
learned that a
trash.
lot of the
All trash.
recycling for years actually ends up getting burned and it's not being used appropriately and stuff. So it is a bummer. But I mean, I should try. I should try harder as far as separating, but I don't know. I don't know if we have
No.
different bins even outside for it.
No. Actually, I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
Guys, we're doing our part. We're fine. It's everybody else in the governments that are bad. But the three of us
Don't
are
act
doing our
like you're
fine.
like higher. Just because you have an Osmosis Jones background doesn't mean you get to.
I would like to say, since we
Preach.
have brought up Osmosis Jones enough, I
we should
don't
bring
think
up
that
Body
they stole
Wars.
this. Well, except we should. I feel like Body Wars came first. Osmosis Jones copied that, but then the movie In and Out, and I don't know if Pixar and
Inside
Disney, I
Out,
don't
or
think
is it In and
Osmosis
Out?
Jones.
Inside Out.
In and Out is the
Inside Out.
movie with.
Oh yeah, he's my brother, and I'm gay too.
that's
Yeah,
the
it's
one.
that. Check that out. It's
movie.
a Kevin
Kinda
Kline
fun
vehicle.
movie from the 90s.
Not too bad. Pretty good movie. Has Julia Roberts?
doesn't.
Nope.
Why do we keep bringing
that's
up
from-
It
Julia
has Cusack.
Well,
It has
that
Joan-
you want to
it
get
has
back to
Joan
Frank
Cusack.
Joan Cusack, which is not the same, but
No.
it's kind of like Runaway Bride though. is
Just
what I'm
watched her in True Family or Adam Family Values the other day.
Richard Gere. Okay. Boys, let's talk about Christmas movies. Are we there yet? What are we doing? Where are we at? I know it's before Thanksgiving. Where are we at as far as Yuletide enjoyment?
So, in general, I'd like to hold off until after Thanksgiving. That's always been my rule, but I'm kind of weakening this year with me and Megs. We watched 4 Christmases, and our Christmas tree is up with lights.
Oh, shit.
But not decorated. Not decorated yet.
We do have some light.
You have the infrastructure up.
And that makes just seeing it, you're like, oh, I guess the tree's already up.
I don't hate it.
I love it. In fact, we have light decorations around, kind of just little scenes like Santa's here, little like cottage here, snow scenes. We don't own a tree yet, so I need to get one.
What do you mean own a tree?
I don't own a.
You
I
buy-
don't have a Christmas tree.
like a fake one, or do you, Cameron? You usually buy one,
I
each year, like
do-
a real
I-
one, which I actually appreciate.
I am known for the live ones, but I've been requested from everyone in the house that we just get a fake tree and put an end to the madness. So I'm buckling,
Cameron,
and we're
It's not.
Don't-
There's no madness. There's actually still pine needles in my apartment.
bet
from when
there
I moved
are.
Here like 5 years ago.
Yeah, so my only thing is I said we have to have some sort of pine tree smell in the air, apple cinnamon. I want it very scenty if I'm going to have a fake tree. That's my only thing.
Correct.
I
Yeah,
maybe
understood.
want 2. I want our trashy tree and our good looking tree, with more of the classic decor than all of our like kitschy kind of decorations, maybe in the other one.
I love it.
Megs gives me a small reject tree.
Yeah, you got a reject tree. You got a Charlie Brown Christmas tree that where you put like the I don't know, little clay made ornaments. that
I
you
would
made
say
in,
the-
like, second grade, and then you have like the nice fancy tree, maybe with like white lights and crystals.
Yeah, you get
and
it.
icicles
Essentially,
and-
the ornaments that actually matter to you go on the bad tree, and then the one that the public
Yep.
sees has nothing to you. Means nothing.
Oh, that's the opposite. The ones that matter like go on our main tree, and then Megan's like, these ones don't matter to me. They're yours on your on
So
your backup
it's
tree.
just a Jordan and a Megan tree. It sounds like.
It sounds like you have 2 different trees.
No, we share the first tree, but she'll have nothing to do with mine. So when we had our old apartment in Bucktown, we didn't have a big enough place to have like a tall tree. So we have this little tree, and that's my little reject tree.
We've always had very tall ceilings in the apartments we've had in Chicago, so I always
Yeah, you guys
I
really
missed
have.
that little because that garden unit that you had in Bucktown.
Yeah.
On what was it, McLean?
Webster. Oh, duh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Dickens.
Dickens.
It was on Dickens.
That was a little quaint spot. That was where the rat story came about, right?
Yep, that's where
go
they're
back
at.
and listen to other
I liked
Urban
that little
Hermit
spot.
for our.
And then you guys moved to up to like Lincoln Park area, right?
Yeah, it's technically called North Center, but it's like right
Center.
on the,
Okay. Yeah.
which is about as big as like 4 blocks.
I've loved all your
But you know what
spots.
was nice about that apartment? It had the low ceilings because it was a garden, but it was still pretty long and like spacious.
It was a big apartment.
Yeah,
It was
but,
nice.
but still small. Yeah, I
Mark,
liked
out of
it.
the places we lived together, what is your favorite place? Which one? It's never mind. It's the first place.
It's the first fucking place.
Yeah.
We had a 3-story coach house.
In what is now the
Bachelor pad,
expensive
like,
neighborhood
at,
in
like 18 years old. Like, what are we talking about? That was awesome.
and a good spot.
yeah,
though,
it is
like,
now the
for
expensive,
neighborhood.
like
Yeah, in Wicker
gentrified
Park.
neighborhood in Chicago. So that's essentially why we're not
that's
there.
how-
We got pushed out. But
That's how we lost it. Yeah, they raised our rent by like
I do have
$1,000.
one. I do have one strong regret
Maybe more
about
than
that house.
That we didn't see each other from a block apart for like 3 years.
I think we did a
No.
good job. You brought your bachelor buddies over.
We
Oh,
just
like
weren't
when my
hanging
friend
out
was-
as much
Yeah.
back then, but we had the opportunity.
Well, the difference was you came when you were 18 and I was like 22, so I felt a lot older than you. At the
It's a
time.
difference.
Well, right after high school, it feels like that, but like now, age.
No, now it doesn't.
Yeah.
So once you got to be 21, it was just easier to hang out. I feel like.
Oh, going to bars and stuff. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's true.
No, but for me, that place, you had the
Basketball setup.
like God, we should have gotten like
As far
almost a borderline real hoop
as
in
far as
there.
our indoor basketball setups, that's just us making, horse game stuff like that. Just the old Nerf basketball hoops you used to get. We've had different iterations of that. But again, really high ceilings at that first house, so you were actually able to get
We had like
arc on the
15-foot ceilings that you could launch. Yeah, you could do like
Yeah,
a
you would have
good
you would
jumper
have
shot.
you would have hooked it up on like the entrance side before you get to the to the
We had, like,
living
a
room,
sitting
but
room
like
and-
in that entrance
Yeah.
where
Oh, it was perfect. And we just used a
that would've been
laundry
great.
basket. Mark, at your current place, we have our best official like rim and hoop, but it's just we don't have an arch. We don't have anywhere to arc it.
No. Well, it's funny if you look at the ceilings, you'll see like a bunch of like
Marks from a ball.
basketball. Like, yeah, you'll see a bunch of like marks from like hitting the.
I'll tell you what, that's not my shot.
Oh, if you guys ever come visit me, we have a basement now, but we have nothing in it.
Oh, we can
Well, I guess we
rollerblade.
have like
Cool.
a TV. Nah, I don't do that. It's carpeted, but we can hacky sack pretty open.
Oh, nice. I haven't.
That's not where I thought that was going. Yeah, hacky sack. Does that take up a lot of room? Rollerblading.
Mark, do you not
seems like
remember
a good
how
basement
often we'd be
activity.
kicking it just behind things? If we have a big open
Well,
space,
True.
it's a finished basement, but
I do plan on
could
coming
rollerblade if
soon.
you're an asshole.
I'll talk to you off air
Jordan-
about that.
I've seen you sack. You have a high loft.
We've all
You
seen
have a
you
high
sack, Jordan.
I've seen you sack.
that was the last thing I did in my apartment. Well, not the last thing in my Chicago apartment.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
it's
That was
completely
a good
empty.
video.
If we haven't
I
said the
actually
full phrase,
appreciated
we
that.
are talking about hacky sack, sacking. We
If you don't fucking know what we're talking about, you don't.
There
deserve
was
to
a
be part of the
weird
conversation.
moment where that we're still in that we got back into hacky sack. I bought one and it took off more than I thought it would. That with me with
It
all of us.
turns
Just
out-
like I bought a couple, handed them out, and then saw what happened.
It turns out, I didn't realize that I still had it, and I did. I thought it would wear off since 6th grade. Did you guys sack in 6th
We
grade?
all did for a
As
second
much
or
as-
fourth. We know a
Yeah,
couple
just a
years
little
young,
bit.
whatever the time frame was for those 2 years.
I didn't want my mom to think I smoked pot, so no, I kind of held off the sack for a
Nah,
while.
So you just smoked pot instead?
Yeah, I just hit it from.
well, Jordan,
yeah,
he was trying to bury the lead a bit, hide his trail.
That's true.
That's why he stayed real into yo-yo, walking the dog.
Let me ask you guys this.
Mm-hmm.
Give me one, maybe a turn of phrase or a food item. Give me your
Christmas?
most thanks.
Oh, sorry.
Thanksgiving.
I'm jumping.
We're on
Sorry, I'm
Thanksgiving.
jumping ahead.
It's fine. Yeah. You've done that with the music. You've done that with the decorations. It's fine. No, give me your most Thanksgiving term. It can be a sentence, a one word. We'll start with Jordan. Most Thanksgiving thing you could say right now.
I'm most thankful for.
I'm going to 3 Thanksgivings this weekend. That's the most thing on my
okay.
head.
Give me one word.
Howdy,
one word.
Pilgrim.
Oh, for me, macaroni corn casserole.
Okay. Macaroni
I
and
think-
corn casserole.
Well, it's the one item,
it's
multiple
like-
words.
It's macaroni corn casserole.
I've had the Jones's corn casserole, and it is fire.
It's delightful.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing. That's the one thing I want. For
It's
It's not a
essentially
staple.
mac and cheese with cream corn, but a lot of cheese. It's just a very cheesy, creamy, corny thing. It's good. It doesn't sound good.
But
If
it's
you
not a
say-
staple on everybody's
No,
I don't
menu,
think so.
like for like across the board.
No one
but
has.
it is-
nationally.
it's my favorite side dish. It's definitely Midwestern, if anything. And when you explain it on paper, it doesn't sound.
It sounds really
good,
gross,
but
but
it
it works great.
Turkey's too chalk. So Cameron, I'm curious to see.
I'm not honestly a big turkey, a fan during Thanksgiving anyway. I fill up too quickly. I'm a sides guy, as most people are, but I do
everybody
agree
is
just because
nowadays.
family corn casserole. Jordan took it, but stuffing. I'm a stuffing gravy guy.
Oh my god! I have a really hot take. I do not like stuff.
You don't like it. Now, all stuffings, you don't like homemade ones that are chunkier. You don't like the stovetop.
I especially don't like the stuffing that people try to cook inside the turkey.
I agree with that
where
kind of.
I don't know if I've ever had it.
I've had a
inside,
few.
to be
But
honest.
you know that happens, right?
Yeah. Got to worry about disease.
I mean, I think that's where the term came
Yeah,
from.
salmonella.
Right?
It's a
You got to
thing.
worry about it. I usually am not a fan of someone's homemade croutons stuffing, but the stovetop, Mark, you've never liked just a good seasoned stovetop?
No.
I'm okay with
No.
both. I just don't like when people like put
Fruit in
the
chunks and
stuffing,
yeah.
I'm like, stay
I
away
agree
from
with you
that.
there.
Maybe like a lemon is fine, like lemon zest. But like, yeah, if you're putting like strawberries and blueberries and plums, what are we doing here?
Cranberry sauce. I just started using it maybe
Never
the
used it.
last 3 years, but specifically for turkey sandwiches post of just doing like,
Oh, the leftover?
cranberry spread. I'll never use it on the day. I don't know how. Where?
Okay, Mark, lay it on us. What do you got? What's your Thanksgiving?
Mark?
Green bean casserole.
Ew. I knew that's your answer.
That is jumped. That almost might be my second favorite.
Now, what do you feel about this, though? Do you like
But,
mushrooms?
like-
Because I feel like it's like, what, cream and mushroom heavy, a lot of recipes, right?
But that's sort of the gravy about it. But then you put
Yeah.
like the little crispy crispy.
I do
That's
love
it.
the crispy
That's it
onions.
right there.
I just want the sauce and the onions. Take out the green beans. Make it peas or something. I don't know. Something about it.
You want gravy?
Gravy, yeah. Gravy and
gravy.
Crispies. That is my favorite part of it.
Gravy's
No,
a
it's-
good pick. Gravy's better than.
Stuffing, I did. Well, I get. I said
I
stuffing
stopped
and
myself
gravy because I like to pour the gravy on the stuffing. I like to soak it all up.
I put gravy on everything.
Cameron, it seemed like you well, we all love to make like a leftover like turkey sandwich the next
It's
day.
my favorite
right?
thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do like a moist maker thing though, where I'm putting like.
Oh no!
I'm not dipping like cranberry sauce in my bread or like
I'll
gravy.
sometimes
on
do
the
a cranberry spread, but that's just after we worked at the bakery. We had like a Thanksgiving turkey sandwich that had like a cranberry compote, and I got very used to that flavor combination. So sometimes I'll go there. But honestly, just like some sort of melty cheese, turkey, the gravy, that's all you need.
Yeah, exactly. Just like a simple turkey sandwich the next
Yeah.
day. Oof,
That plus my
so
my
good.
stuffing gravy. Oh yeah, that's where it's at. Dessert wise,
Okay.
where are you guys going dessert?
Cameron, I know you don't like a pumpkin pie.
I don't hate it anymore. It's just not my
I-
favorite. I won't go for it first.
I'm gonna save the better pies, like an apple or maybe a fruit
Apple
pie,
probably.
Apple's top.
for Christmas. I will do. I love a good pumpkin pie around Thanksgiving.
I guess specialty pie. If we're in that category, I'll go pecan over.
Ooh, I
pumpkin.
do love a good pecan pie.
Fuck, I forgot about
Needs
pecan.
the ice cream. You need to cut it with the ice cream. It's
Good call,
Well,
Jordan.
you
too
need,
sweet
you
if you
need ice
don't.
cream with everything.
Pecan for a while was my favorite, but now it is a little sometimes too sweet. I can't have too much of it.
Do you guys like warm? The pie's got to be warm, right?
But preferable. Yeah.
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 Little dollop of ice cream. Yeah, there we go.
This year we're getting 2 pumpkin cheesecakes from Michaela. She's baking us. Chris is going to be picking those up.
Ooh, nice.
No way, really? I should
So
order.
that's
some
going to
from
be
her.
pretty exciting. She has a cutoff limit this
I
year.
don't
so
hate when cheesecake shows up. It's not my first thought, but when it's there, I'm like, fuck yeah, cheesecake.
I'm always pretty excited. Pumpkin cheesecake. So again, not usually my favorite flavor, but it's grown on me for the last few years. I'm getting used to it.
I'm pretty much okay with any dessert except I'm not really into lime, key lime, lemon
do.
pies or
Lemon-
I'm okay with the bars, lemon bars, but that's not a main event thing. You wouldn't bring lemon bars to Thanksgiving and be like, I made these.
No,
lemon
that's more like
bars.
what is that? That's more like a summer thing. though.
Yeah, and it's more like
Yeah,
I
if
came to this
anything.
PTA meeting. I came to the, something like that,
Yeah.
or some sort of council meeting. You bring the bars.
Ooh, you know what I love about like Thanksgiving and like Christmas that a lot of people don't find popular? If you got the shortbread cookies in a tin, I'm all about it. I fucking love those things.
Ooh,
With the
I
frosting.
get to start buying my caramel corn
People
things.
shit on
Either
those
way.
so much. They're decent. Just to pick up and grab. Like just
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm
Yeah.
a sucker
If
for.
you got a little
Those
coffee,
holiday
not too
caramel
bad.
corn bins, man. I always get them every year. I love them. I love them, man.
Talk
You
amongst
buying them
yourself,
from the
FP.
Boy Scouts?
No, I just get them from the store. They don't come around here.
It's absurd that the Boy Scouts go door to door and sell those. I don't know if they still do. Maybe everything's online, but when we were kids,
Well, I've always said this. Why don't they just keep that shit open year round? If everybody always wants it, maybe I get it. There's a supply demand. Everyone's going crazy, but like, why not keep an e-commerce? Just
it's
girlscouts.com.
because at the root, it's at the root of everything. They're money laundering and doing evil shit when
when that time comes
can't-
around.
You can't launder money and do evil shit all year round, or you'll get caught. But you can do it.
I think this is at least the 5th time that popcorn and/or Girl Scout cookie sales has come up on this podcast, and we're only like 23 episodes deep.
So I know. I think the Chicago style's got the cheddar
in there, yeah,
and the caramel corn mixed together. And I know that's Bangarang Rufio for more people, but I'm kind of just a caramel corn guy. I don't like to mix and match.
I never used to, but again, that's also grown on me. I would always at least maybe separate the handfuls and not mix it, but that cheese, the white cheddar, especially in the caramel.
I get it. It becomes like a savory sweet thing, but I kind of just like
Cameron, do you take the divider out, or do you just kind of like grab a couple handfuls of each?
Never
What
used to, because I didn't want anything to pollute my caramel corn. But like I was saying to Jordan, I'm getting I like the flavor profile actually of the handful now. So now I'll usually just dip some caramel corn out at the beginning and then pull it.
What do you think is the first? Because like a third, right? It's the caramel corn, the cheese corn.
What goes
maybe
first?
The buttered. What goes
Caramel
first?
corn.
You think?
It's always
Caramel
caramel corn, 100%.
Mine is
actually. A lot of people like cheese.
I'm actually pretty good about like, I don't know,
divvying it out.
Yeah, just kind of making sure it's even. I don't know.
You want to know a weird thing, like kind of an OCD thing I used to do when I was like a kid for a long time, and I stopped doing it. I would, and this is a different food category, but in regards to this, I would eat all my French fries before I had my burger.
I do something I have to line up all my fries.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't do it anymore, but I did as a kid.
Like from
I can tell you why.
From an
McDonald's. No, either one. Anywhere I had a burger and fries.
Jordan.
And I did it in a weird way, and here's why. I'm like, listen.
You didn't finish your burger,
I enjoyed these fries. Oh, of course I did. Of course I did. You didn't see me as a kid. No, I would eat the fries and be like, listen, the main event is the burger, and I want to thoroughly enjoy that. So I'm going to get these fries out of the way, and I'm going to enjoy the shit out of my burger.
I have one thing to say on that, but one weird thing.
Weird, yeah.
I have to size up my fries. We're all to do 3 to 4 at a time, but I want them to all almost be the same size.
Same length.
Yeah, I line up like a little grouping like that.
Oh, that's
always been my weird OCD thing with eating.
Oh no, I'm kind of with Cameron there.
But I will say,
you kind of like line them up.
Yeah. I want them to be matchsticks all to kind of match up.
Sure. I probably ate my fries closer to Slimer from Ghostbusters. Just get them out, get them done. There's a burger.
I will say this though. Usually, what I order is like either like 2 sandwiches, or 2 burgers, a chicken sandwich, what have you, and the fries. So I do like to have fries for the second sandwich. So I need to divvy it out for both.
Oh, I do have a question. I rarely do this, but I've noticed Cameron does. If you're doing dollar menu items at McDonald's or somewhere, you still get fries, right?
Yeah. What do you mean?
I rarely get fries when I'm I don't get fries when I do just dollar menu.
Oh.
I only do it if I'm doing like a meal. What do they call them?
Value meal?
Like value menu? Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I do the real value menu, I'm getting fries.
Usually there's like a small or medium fry on the value menu. No?
I feel like it's that small paper shit one.
Oh, sorry, no.
Yeah, but like
I still like it.
Maybe all you need.
Honestly, it's probably more calorically than you need anyway. So like that's always kind of what I think when I get that shitty size. I'm like, this is for the best.
No, but if I'm just doing dollar menu, never fries. I might throw in a weird like, hey, give me a 5-piece chicken nug, whatever you got. But I don't.
What do you feel about some of these like specialty items like the McRib and the fish fillet? I am adamant that the McRib is a school lunch. It's not good.
I don't think I've ever had the McRib.
You've had the school Salisbury steak.
I've had.
You're missing the dip in
sandwiches.
Barbecue sauce, and that's what it is essentially. Not a fan. Fish. I've never ordered the fish fillet, but I've taken.
I guess we'll
I
go
like
to it.
I like a fish fillet. I like a McRib.
I don't.
The fish fillet bun. Can we talk about the fish fillet bun?
Why it's softer for some reason?
Is it different from the rest of it?
It is magically fluffier.
Soft as fuck.
Yeah, it does.
I wonder if you could be like, can I have like a Big Mac with the fish fillet?
And it
bun?
should be like it's the same one. It's something about the fish, sir. We don't know either. The fish does something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, they come connected. We can't separate them. It comes as one.
It was like during COVID, or it was like last year, maybe like just after COVID, where they tried to like McDonald's tried to like create their like hack menu, because you could go to all these places like In-N-Out or like Chipotle, like they're like you could put like chicken nuggets on a hamburger, and we'll call it the McChicken double. Like, what are we talking?
Yeah,
about?
when I worked at Potbelly, we have our underground menu, and they were like, the wrecking ball. It's a wreck
Did
with
you hate
meatballs.
when people came in?
Yeah, because there were people that would.
Did you
there
like
was-
when people came in, or did you hate
I mean,
it?
if it's the normal ones, it's fine. But like, there was a while where we were pushing our underground menu, so people were coming in with shit I've never heard of, and they would have to explain it to me. I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna charge you so much for all that extra, but sure, let's throw it on.
Yeah, you want to pay $40 for a sandwich? You can pay $40 for a sandwich. Make however the fuck you
Yeah,
want.
can I get the Teenage Mutant Underground with a little slice of cheese on the
They
side?
always do have the worst annoying names to say. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's always got to be cute.
That's why I'm not going to like fucking Five Guys and ordering like the grilled cheeseburger. Like, I don't want to be the asshole that's. All the employees are rolling their eyes at these people who come in and order these, right?
Yeah,
It
we've worked
seems-
in
it's
restaurants.
got-
We know.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the person I hate the most.
Sure.
Listen, if you got water, I don't care if you want lime or lemon. You don't get it all the time. Okay?
What do you-
It's not expected.
What do you mean?
There's
People
water
who
at the
ask
table,
for it,
you
you're
don't-
saying, can I get a lemon
yeah.
or a lime?
Yeah. Yeah, you can get fucked. We're
I've never
busy.
asked for it in
That's
my
what I
life
wanted to
unless
say.
it's been in. If I'm not drinking, I'm like, can I get just like sparkling soda with some lime, kind of, or can I get some like soda water and lime kind of thing? That's the only time.
There's definitely some places you can do that. I
Yeah,
just hate when
bars, people
are
that
like, I
have
need
that on
lime for my
hand.
water.
You know,
I'll ask for like water like without lime. Like, please,
Yeah.
please don't
Just give me
me
some
the
normal
lime.
water.
how do you guys feel
Would
about
love just-
cucumber water? I kind of hate it.
Yeah,
not
again,
thinking
too-
it out.
too
I don't
fancy,
like it.
yeah, just give me the tap.
I like the taste of cucumbers.
You know what I
like
hate the most
cucumbers
about
on
it?
things. I don't like that my water now tastes like kind of a cucumber.
It just tastes. I don't like the subtlety of these.
Yeah.
Any taste.
Well, lemon
Like
lime's
rose water?
fine. Something like that that's just like acidic.
yeah,
that's
yeah.
fine. But just like slight cucumber taste isn't good to me.
It's like those. It's like those fake LaCroix flavors, like hint of lime, or like transported next to a truck of bananas. Essence of a grape. Like, what?
And it comes out delicious. Mark. Now it's hard for me to drink pop. It's too thick and sugary. I've changed.
Yeah, I know you're a pamplemousse guy.
I do, honestly, I look back to me as a kid and like, how did I take so many pops down at night?
Is Jordan drinking pamplemousse?
Pamplemousse
I am, but it's because I'm out of orange. I'm an orange guy because it's the closest to like pop and strong.
I've never had a brand loyalty as far as the sparkling waters go. Of course, LaCroix is great, but like everyone has their cheap option now. And honestly, those kind of come more flavor packed. So they're probably worse, but like, I'm in them.
I used to do bubbly, but for whatever reason I switched over to LaCroix.
Well, whatever store I'm at and whatever they
Let
have.
me ask you: Are you trying to wean off of beer, or are you trying to wean off alcohol, or is it just like a
Pop
pop thing?
replacement.
You're trying to be healthier off of
Oh,
pop?
it was pop. Yeah.
Okay.
So when I was trying to lose weight for a wedding, I'm like, I got to stop drinking pop. You know what? I actually was to go back to fast food. I made a rule. It's like I can't eat in my car anymore. And you know what happens? I stopped eating fast food because
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. That
that's
makes
all
sense.
in your car.
I will
Sure.
say though, it is nice if you are just trying not to drink somewhere and there is a sparkling soda, like LaCroix option around, because it at least feels like you're doing something. I need to hold and be doing something with my hands.
Ooh, you know what I went balls deep into this year? Because last year I was going into the wedding. I was really trying to like keep it tight. I was just all over Oktoberfest beers and pumpkin beers this fall. It was tasty. It was a tasty fall for Jordan
I've been
Jones.
killing myself the last week just because craft beers typically are just like worse for my body and I'll have more of a hangover. But I've just been killing myself this week on heavy craft beers and just going to breweries with lots of options on tap. Oh, we went to I forget what it's called, the Tap House, Yard House, but
Oh,
yeah, essentially the concept is you get like a Dave and Buster's card
For Joe's
yeah,
birthday.
Well,
Yep.
no, we went to the Yard House for Joe's birthday, but we went
Poorhouse,
or
maybe.
the Yard House. I think it was called the Yard House. No, that was where we just went.
No,
I'll think of it later. But you went up with like a Dave and Buster's card, and there were just like 10 different breweries from like town, I think, like or 10 different breweries like on the wall, and you just go to different taps and like pay per ounce. The problem is the cups were huge, and I wasn't paying attention too much to how strong they were and how much
It's
they were
like you're
charging.
going to like an orange theory, like a frozen yogurt place, and you're putting the Captain
and I got the
Crunch
small
and you're
cup, and I
putting the
put a
Reese's
fucking
Pieces.
large ice cream on top. Is what I'm doing each time.
They're like, yeah, you decide, and you're on. All of a sudden, you have like a $20.
I'd be like,
beer.
oh, so this is $40 a yogurt, huh? Okay, shit.
yeah.
I think the funnest concept. I don't even think it's a bar I went to. It's called like the stock market. So based on how people were buying and selling, the beer would fluctuate. So you could get like a really expensive beer for like $1, but you had to get it at the right time.
Well, like if nobody's buying like Miller High Life, it's like like $3 a pint or something, and like so everyone's buying. So, like, that's cool. That's a cool.
Fat
That's
pour,
fun. I like
pour
that.
in Chicago, it's like where the taps go to every like seat, so you just kind of like pay per ounce. Also, I think they did. Didn't they do something like
tap at every table?
Didn't they do something like that too, though, where they're like, "Oh, this one's cheap right now. If you want to switch it," they might do something like that, but not as cool. But I might be making that up.
They might have not done the
stock exchange,
stock market system, but
I like
like
that, though.
You could just literally pour a beer at your table and just you put a card in or whatever, and like you have your own.
It's the
tap.
same
You could pour your own
dangerous
beer.
thing, though. Where like that shit will add up quickly when you're just casually in
How
control.
many like fights break out at places like that where they're just like,
Oh, there were a lot of drunk dads. We went on like a Saturday night, granted, but like there were a lot of guys. In fact, the first guy I bumped into said like, "Could you believe this? College me's freaking out." And I was like, "I know, man. All right. Uh-oh. He's a problem."
Free beer. His card's still like in the system.
Just leave it there.
Yeah.
Should we wrap it up for this week, gentlemen? We're getting at like 45 minutes-ish.
Sure.
Well, thanks for Thanks for tuning into the
Turn up.
Thanks for tuning into the Urban Hermit podcast. If you like what you heard, check out the whole Majestic Jam Network. I'm Not Crazy, Cult Classics. And until then, we'll check you on the next one. Bye.